Hey everyone, welcome to another Right Review. Here we do movies, old and new, video games, animation, and comic books. Abduli, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Today we have a fan request, The Invitation. What do you think of this one? Oh wait, tell them about the story.
I mean, it seemed like a recycled story that you see in all these supposedly horror movies, but basically it's about a girl who's her mother just passed away. Her father died a few years ago or so, years ago, but that was the only family she's known. And then I think I forgot what happened.
She did a DNA test.
Oh yeah, she did that DNA test about having something about relatives or some stuff
around the world.
Yeah, and some white man came back and replied that we might be cousins or something like that. She wound up going to meet him. He was telling her like, oh, how the whole family from over in England been looking for her, and they want to meet her so bad, and he wanted to take her out there to meet the family. He's going to pay for it and all this. And she telling her buddy like, I wouldn't trust none of that stuff, but she went and things turned out more like her buddy said they would than what she thought it would. But as I said, we'll get into the story later.
They did.
Yeah. How do you feel about the movie?
That was okay.
Yeah, you like them.
I like the shots. I always like the shots.
I mean, no, I'm talking about like I guess
the characters were good. The story was
That movie was trash. They should have left that stuff. That should have went straight to like when I was younger, straight to HBO. I mean, not even HBO. They should have sent that to Tubi TV or something. That movie is garbage. But go ahead. You start off with your characters.
My first character is Evie. I like her. I would have done the whole family. I've never met you before. Come meet with me and stuff. But I guess they're trying to saying she felt alone with her dad being dead, her mom.
Yeah, she just wanted to know from her family history, I guess.
So I understand that, but I still don't understand. He says, "Oh, the whole family wants to meet you. Let's go." I would have waited a few more.
Well, we talking about Evie?
No.
Evie's a clown. I mean, she's just green as grass. Like, I wouldn't have went for none of that stuff. Why y'all ain't been looking for me? Y'all ain't looked for me when my mother and father was alive. Like, now, out of nowhere. That's why I say I think it was something other than she just did the DNA test. Because she took something from the party. That bag, remember she took that bag from the party?
Her friend gave it.
Yeah, her friend gave it to her. And then it said, do the DNA. Okay, so that's how it came from. But that thing seemed set up.
Like they
had already plotted this, but okay.
It's possible.
She went out there, and then when she got there, well, I'm not gonna get all the way into that. We'll get to that once we talk about the story. You want me to do a character, or you still got something to say?
I have one last thing to say. But when it came down to it, she did do what she needed to do.
I don't respect that. That ain't doing what you need to do. That's somebody trying to harm you, so of course you're gonna defend yourself. But anyway, go to your next character.
No, you go.
Oh. Well, my character is Mrs. Swift. Like when you first get to see her, you see she a little different than everybody else in the house that works at the family home or whatever that place supposed to be. And you can tell she's not with everything that they with. And as the movie go on, she shows that, she should have finally did something. Well, I guess once we get into the story, all these years, she could have been did something. But what do you think about Mrs. Swift?
Mrs. Swift, it was interesting because at the beginning, I thought she was, still going along with it and stuff.
Yeah, but she was giving you that uneasiness. Like, she ain't like, don't do that.
But after, I guess a few days passed, you can see that she's been wanting to like say certain things. Yeah, every time
she was about
that
to, somebody
character came in and stopped her.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I like Miss Swift. I mean, she got what she deserved after waiting so long. But who's your next character?
My next character is Walt.
Oh, the Slim.
Walt tricked me.
Why? He tricked you? How?
Because
he showed his hand the whole way.
I know. I'm just saying. I thought it was going to go in a different direction than I was expecting. He is the lord, as they say, of the house.
Yeah.
Evie family worked for him,
and
they're having this wedding at his place.
Yeah, so, that's what I forgot to mention at the beginning with Evie. She got invited to a family wedding. But go ahead.
Well, I was saying that I liked him. He gave off this sense of like he's been waiting for this, but he's trying not like to do it.
Yeah.
But also, I think at times he gave it away too much.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at him. He's a slam ball. But he, like you said, he was showing his hand a little bit, but she all in la la land off this dude. Just met him just because, you know, a lot of people, I guess, to me, it seemed like since he had money and all this land and stuff, she extra was infatuated with him because he wasn't really saying no fly shit to her, but her green ass was with whatever. But I like Walt. You mean he serves his purpose.
Who's your next character?
Probably my favorite person in the whole movie, Victoria. I love her because she's what they say nowadays. She's a real one. She herself all the way through. She ain't with none of that. Be friendly. You can see that she don't. I don't like you off the break, and I'm gonna act like it. I don't have time to play games.
Well, everyone else was typical telling you and Walt, but she was straight up.
Yeah, I'm straight up. I don't have time. I don't like you. You a new little toy or whatever the hell she was thinking about her, but she was looking down on her. Yeah, and I like her because, like you said, she was being herself. She didn't have time to act. What do you think about Victoria?
I like her. Like you said, it's clear that she's not going to play these games like everyone goes, oh, you're so lovely, blah, blah, blah. She said, I don't like you, and that's true.
Yeah, she's not with none of that.
But she was deadly loyal.
Yeah, but she wasn't. Yeah, go ahead. No, she definitely loyal. I was about to say
but
something.
I wonder if that loyalty because, you know, she was knew him for so long, or it was just infatuation like Evie.
No, and more than anything, she knew, like, she didn't like her, but she knew they needed her. So, you know, she'll be herself, but then she'll ease up a little bit, make it seem a little playful, but you knew she wasn't playing. But
I have a question also.
She's the closest one to being honest.
I think you might disagree, but at times, it feels like if Walt didn't, like, you know, order everyone around, she was the one doing it.
Yeah, that's why I think sometimes...
Like, she was the big...
Like, we'll get into that scene, but we'll go ahead, who your last one?
My last one is Oliver. Oh. The cousin.
Yeah.
Don't like him. Evie, this is what I agree when you saying she's green and stuff. Yeah. This man comes out of the middle of nowhere after your mom died, your dad died, you're basically alone. And him and his family wait till now to contact you saying, oh, we've been looking for you. Oh, we missed you, blah, blah, blah. It's just suspicious. And then after that, you see he's too, like him talking with Victoria and such, how he introduced her to the family and such. It's just too many red flags.
Yeah.
But I guess that she was gone off Walt and she wasn't seeing them.
Yeah, but I mean, he was like everybody else. He was a schemer. They all had their reasons, what they needed from her. And I more think, them type of people, you see that since she had black in her, you know, they was more quicker to, like, shit, we gotta keep the peace. So get your ass over here and do what we need you to do before stuff goes bad. If you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I understand.
I mean, you understand, but people that haven't seen the movie, once they see the movie, they will understand more. But I mean, he was Oliver. He seemed fake. He was fake, and she just was a green, lonely person. I mean, not saying that she deserved that stuff because she was lonely, but her best buddy, these people that know you, said, "Why would you go? You don't even know these people. At least let them come here and meet you for a while." But yeah, Oliver just, I mean, I wasn't shocked by nothing he did. The only thing I didn't like is they didn't show his conclusion.
The thing with Oliver is I thought he was like the creature.
Nah, I mean, well, you could tell he wasn't, but let's get into some of these scenes.
All right. I'll let you do the first scene. If you don't have a scene, then I'll try.
I can't think right now. I'm gonna let you go first because this movie was. Nah.
I kind of like the scene where Victoria fought Lucy. What's her name? The short blonde one.
This is, you call that a scene? I mean, because there's so much going on. But go ahead. That's your stuff. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Basically, spoiler: Walt was the vampire, and those two were his. I believe this was, but I cannot confirm. His wives.
Or they definitely was his wives.
Or definitely
because
Victoria
Lucy broke it down. No, all three of them. Because Lucy said she been here for 800 years.
I've been here
100 years. Yeah, but he's like, all us gonna come together. But go into the scene, because then I get to the scene I was thinking about that you just said something about.
Basically, she escapes and stabs Walt.
Who?
Lucy. I mean, not Lucy. Evie.
Well, what happens in this weak scene that you talking about? Well, I'm gonna talk about my scene because it leads to that scene. She keep asking the whole time when she did, like, where's the bride and where's the groom and this and that, and like once see, I don't think we should have started with it. But anyway, she keeps saying, where's the bride, where's the groom? Nobody. They keep laughing it off and oh no, look at this, and try to turn her attention to something else or Walt to keep her occupied. But once she found out that Walt was investigating her and knowing her family history, she went and gave him the paper. This is another reason I can't stand Evie. She should have died. Oh no, I be having to make sure because you see I got all this wealth and all this old garbage, and her being green as grass. He done investigated her whole family history and all this stuff. But you believe that, and I was like, he was acting weird already. Then she was already seeing like creatures. Do you remember when she was in the bed and looked like somebody had big hands with claws was trying to crawl in it? Then it looked like somebody was walking to her with the dress on. She get up under the bed and some wild looking foot came down, and then she gets snatched under the bed and Walt is right there like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, like she was just so green. But yeah, when she goes to him and says that stuff, he trick her, people want my money, this and that. He wind up hitting her. But he telling her in the bed, oh, we should get married and this and that. She laughing, thinking it's a game. And he like, all right. But then she doing, so I guess that's when they wind up going in there. They tell her she the bride and all that. Now she's scared. Now she get to seeing he breaking down. His family is vampires. Her family is human, but it's some type of triangle they got because it's another family too. And all three of them together, once they all mix the blood together, they super strong. So once he have a baby with her,
there was the three families and they had something. He took 3 of their females and somehow their blood all mixed together. Like
and then he needed the human blood to mix because her grandmother, as we seen,
killed herself at the beginning.
Yeah, she didn't want to participate in this stuff. The whole time she had cheated on him with a black man and had the girl mom.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I never understand. How did the girl mom and them get out of there?
They explained that the black grandfather, right?
Mm-hmm.
He took the baby and he ran.
But they ain't chase him down? Oh, I guess they was happy to get that baby away. Because they thought
Mm-hmm.
they still had the mom and was going to have a baby with Walt, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they somehow moved to America. And boom.
All right, we'll go to your next thing because we gotta be quick. We only got a little bit of time.
That's all my scenes.
Oh, that's all your scene?
Mm-hmm.
Well, back to the other scene that we just talking about, the grandmother. Like when it come on, you see her running through the house. Well, she's not an old woman.
No, she's young.
She's a young woman, so obviously she's vampire.
Mm-hmm.
You see her running through the house like she going through it. Like, I guess that's another thing might have happened. When the black father took their baby, she probably said, "I'll stay as long as y'all don't do nothing to the child," and that might have been a reason why they backed off. Oh, I'm just assuming this because then I guess she couldn't take it no more because they wanted her to feed. She had to eat somebody, and she never did it.
Oh, I thought she ate someone, but just being with him made her.
No, because he never could get the full power. Remember, that's why they needed her daughter. She never, I think she tasted on his blood, but she never, I don't know what happened. Let me get confused.
But in some way, something.
It seems somewhere wrong. I just know she went and got that piano string and hung herself and chopped her whole head off. What was the statue of the head that she grabbed?
I don't know, but it was like this statue that like have a woman's face, but it was like something blinding it.
No.
Like a veil or something.
Yeah, this movie was not one of my favorites, so I'm sorry, people, but my focus wasn't all the way there because this movie is trash.
It's not lying. I usually for movies I have scenes, but this one I only have one.
Yeah, you just love vampire movies.
This wasn't even.
Yeah, we should have watched a real vampire movie like Lost Boys or something.
Or the best vampire Dracula movie.
Yeah, Dracula Untold. We probably have to come back with that
next week.
But and then like I said, the last scene.
Mm-hmm.
So once, like the CGI in this was terrible. Like when Walt was getting burnt up, it just looked so goofy. But after that, she lost all her vampire powers.
Mm-hmm. And a few weeks goodbye.
And then that's when they show her and my girl Grace, and they catching up with Walt. Walt talking to somebody on the phone about her. Y'all haven't found her yet? Like they trying to track her. The whole time she done tracked them. And then they going in there, they about to kill him the human way. I mean, I guess they got some knives. I don't know what they got.
She had a silver bat, that's all.
No, I just know her buddy pulled the bat, and she was like, "Where you get the bat from?" She's like, I forgot what she said, but that's a real friend. You see, she told her from the break, "Don't go. You don't know them people. You better off letting people stay here for a minute, really get to know them, and blah blah blah." Then she told you, "Text me when you get out there." And keep me on point with what's going on with these weirdos.
And then that day when she had sex with Walt, and she didn't respond to her, you see, she said, "I'm going to Scotland Yards."
Yeah.
He's saying,
make sure get these police over there and get on top of you. Yeah, and that's why I said the girl Evie, they should have killed her because she was so green. I mean, I know we about to end it real soon. I got to do this last scene because when she got out the house after the wedding stuff and she running, this is you should have never went out there in the first place. But now you want to trust the townspeople? The townspeople done sent the nurses up there with numbers on. I mean, the maids with numbers on them. So y'all sacrificing their own people. They bringing them up there in black trucks with no windows on them. Man, they got numbers on there. 2, 3, 4. They don't have names and nothing. I'm like, man. Then you going down here looking for help and trust the people in the city when they sacrificing their own people to keep them people at bay so they won't run down on the whole city. Evie is a goofy lady. Invitation is trash. And
I agree with him. I usually can't defend the movie, but this one,
they got to do better. I mean, let the people know what they need to do so we can get up out of here.
That's it, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and comment down below what you want us to do next.
Okay. Don't worry, Woman King coming soon.